Hey there guys, this is Coach Tutorial for you back with another Leetcode problem. This one's called Find the Difference of Two Arrays. It says given two zero-indexed integer arrays, nums1 and nums2, return a list answer of size 2, where answer 0 is a list of distinct integers of nums1 which are not present in nums2. Answer 1 is a list of all distinct integers in nums2 which are not present in nums1. Note that the integers in the list may be returned in any order. So let's go to the example. As you see, we're given nums1 and nums2. And in nums1 is a vector that has 1, 2, 3, and nums2 is a vector that has 2, 4, 6. So as you can see, the output is two vectors inside of a vector. So as you can see, the first index of that vector has 1 and 3, and the next index has 4 and 6. As you can see, it's because 1 and 3 is not in nums2. So that means those are the distinct integers in nums1, which are not present in nums2. And then 4 and 6 are the distinct integers in nums2, which are not present in nums1. So what we're going to do to solve this is we're going to do a hash map. And we're going to start this by initializing a vector of a vector int, and we're going to name that result. And then we're going to initialize our map. I'm going to make the key an int value, int, and also the value an int. We're going to name this count1 and count2. These two maps, we're going to insert both of the vectors nums1 and nums2 into the respective. So nums1, we're going to map it out count1, and then in nums2, we're going to map it out and count2. So to do that, we're going to have to do a for loop. This is going to map out all of the vector nums1. And then we do that as well for vector of int nums2. There we go. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to initialize, since you see we have to just give a size, list the answer of size 2. So that being, we have to put two vectors inside of a vector. So we're going to initialize each vector. Just name that list1. And we're just going to initialize that one for now. Just going to group this up. So we're going to do another for loop. And in that for loop, we're going to go through nums1. And we're going to see if we can find that in the map. And if we don't find that in the map of nums2, which is count2, then we're just going to put that into the vector we just initialized called list1. So the way we're going to do that to check if it's not in the map or in the map is by doing this. So if count2 dot find, and we put the element, is equal to count2 dot end, so that means if it's not in the map, it's found nowhere near if it's found nowhere in the map count2, then we are going to put that in our vector we've made called list1. And again, for this particular example that we've been working on, you won't have an issue because there are no duplicates. But if there are duplicates, like in example 2, then when we're going through nums1, and as well as you can see, 3 is a distinct number which is not present in nums2, then when we're going in the for loop, it's going to put both of these 3 in here. And we don't want to return any duplicates because it's got to be distinct integers. So what we're going to do is, to not have to deal with that, we're going to put it in the map as we've already seen it once. Then the second time, we won't have to deal with that because we put that in the map. By putting that in the map, once we do the for loop and we go away from the first 3 that we see in example 2 in nums1 on the second 3, if count dot find I is equal to count 2 dot end, it's in the map. So this will only work if it's not in the map. But now that we put it in after we've already put it in our list 1, then it won't see it, and so what we're going to be able to do is just not duplicate it. And now we're going to do this for for nums2, which first we're going to initialize a vector called list2. We're going to go through nums2. So we're going to do the same, but if not found in the map called count1, then that means it's a distinct number. And we'll be able to put it into our new vector int called list2. And again, we're going to do this to prevent any duplicates. We're going to put that in the map. So once we put it once into our list, once it goes to the next duplicate, it's not going to find the end. It's going to be found in the map. So we won't have to deal with that issue of duplicates. And then once we have both of our lists, list 1 and list 2, with the distinct numbers, then we're just going to put it into our vector int result. So we're going to push that in there. List 1. And list 2. And then we're going to return results. Should pass the test cases. As you can see, it passed the test cases. Now let's go to this tab. This is the example we were working with nums1 has containing 1, 2, and 3, and nums2 containing 2, 4, and 6. And step 1, we create the count maps, as you can see. 1, 2, and 3 is in the map, and in count 1, and 2, 4, and 6 is in count 2. And they only occur once. So then we have to find the differences. We're going to iterate through nums1, check if each element is not present in count 2 and add it to list 1, and update count 2 to avoid duplicates. And that's what we did. And then list 2, iterate through nums2, check if each element is not present in count 1, add it to list 2, and update count 1 to avoid duplicates. And the final input is going to be this. We're going to have in two vectors inside of a vector. It's containing 1, 3, and 4, 6. If you want more coding solutions, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.